Hey, how's it going? It's Sophia here from Zen Guidance. I hope all is well with you today, and thank you for clicking on this pick a card reading. So in this video, we're going to be looking at how would your person react if you were to reach out to them. So all you need to do to find out is choose either one of these three cards, 1, 2, or 3, or you can choose one of the 3 images that will pop onto your screen now. Feel free to pause the video at any point, and once you've made your choice, you can go to the description box below, where you'll find the corresponding timestamps to your chosen pile. And you'll also find the link to my website, so if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, that's where you'll find all the information. So, let's get into your reading now. Click the timestamp, and I'll see you there. Hi, Group 1. So, let's take a look at your person and how would they react if you did reach out to them. How would they react if you did reach out to them? Ooh, okay, we've got Leo. So we've got some fiery energy here. So before I jump the gun, let me just see. So we've got Capricorn. Okay, that wanted to come through. Trine. Uranus. Ooh. Okay, so I do feel your person would react in a way that you wouldn't quite expect them to react. Because, yeah, with that Uranian quality, there's a level of unpredictability your person is going to show you. So I would definitely expect the unexpected if you do decide to reach out to them. But you know what I find interesting as well is that I think that it'll take you by surprise reaching out to them. I don't feel like it's something that you're going to think too hard on. Now, maybe you'll ruminate over it for a few days or a few weeks, but in the moment that you decide to reach out to them, it feels like it's like instant. It's like now is the time. And it will just something will just call upon you to do it in that moment. So, yeah, there's definitely this unexpected, unpredictable energy surrounding this situation. Overall, though, this feels like it would go well, or you would feel like it would go well. Like you'll feel like what you say will have some sort of good impact on them. So it's like, this is why it feels like you're trusting the divine timing. Because you trust the divine timing, you trust in what you want to say in that moment, and it seems like it's going to have a positive effect. Because this Leo energy is passion and it's boldness. And I feel like your person will be quite bold back towards you. So maybe that's in response to something you say, or it may just be that they decide that they want to take this to the next level, or they want to show you some level of fun, or they might even say something like comical or something that will make you laugh. It's definitely something that will kind of, again, even take you by surprise. You'll like double take looking at your phone like, whoa, I can't believe they said that. But then the thing is with Capricorn though, there's can be restriction in some way. So even though I feel like they're going to come at you with this bold energy, very confident, maybe even a bit cocky, they may not be actually expressing everything that they're really thinking or feeling. So it might even be that this is a cover up. Like making a joke or having this bravado is a way of like covering up something when it comes to like how they really feel about you. So that's really interesting. Well, let's get some more information. How would they react? And I will have a quick check-in on their feelings as well for you. Okay, but let's see. What are their... how would they react if you were to reach out to them? How would your person react if you were to reach out to them? And remember, you can always book a personal reading with me. The link is in my bio. Okay, so we have the 5 of Cups. Now that's very telling because I was saying that there's something they're holding back on. And I feel like this is them holding back on pain. Okay, they feel some type of loss. Now, this might be directly in connection to you. They feel the pain of the loss of you, but they're not going to tell you that. Okay, But this might be something else that they're going through as well. And it's like if you reach out and say, hey, how are you? They don't want to like bombard you with painful things they've got going on. So they may just say something to kind of cover it up, to deflect away from any kind of painful emotion. And the Magician here is in the reverse makes sense as well, because that's this level of kind of being a trickster, deception, keeping certain things from you. They're not going to be totally authentic with you. So that's just something to be aware of. They're not going to be like straight up, blunt, like heart being on their sleeve. That's not the way they're going to react. Okay, not in this moment. Not to say that they're not like this usually or before, but in this next time you decide to reach out to them, they definitely don't seem like they're in that honest and vulnerable space. However, it seems like they're going to be nice to you. Okay, they are going to be sweet to you. So it's like if you compliment them, or if you're asking how they are, or if you're checking in on them, they will reciprocate that. Okay, and look at those two kids like sat there. It's really, really cute, sweet energy. Like looking at the flowers and the cups. It's like, yeah, it's really, really cute. So I feel like your person may say something kind of cute, complimentary, or even just like checking in on your well-being, wanting to look out for you. You'll feel that in the message or in the conversation, whether this is you call them or you message them. Like you'll feel their warmth, you'll feel their level of care with like what they're saying and how they're rewind, tongue getting stuck there. Oh my God, why can't I say this sentence? It's so simple. In how they're questioning you. But like they're questioning you about how you are, maybe how your family are. They may even ask about family if this is something you've spoken about, or they know your family or children. And then we've got Judgment. So Judgment can show an awakening of some kind. So it may be that you awaken something within them with this conversation. Or maybe they say something that's quite, not prophetic, maybe prophetic, but yeah, enlightening. They may, even though they're definitely going to keep something back, they may still give more than what you're expecting them to give. Four of Cups. I'm seeing this as being you waiting. You might have to wait a little while for their reply. Or like if you call them, it might take them a while to actually like call you back or to message you. Because yeah, I just kind of get this energy of you extending that cup, being like, hey, I'm here, or hey, how are you? Whatever it is you're going to go in with, and then you're just kind of sat there waiting. And it might take a little while. So I think you are definitely best advised to keep distracted, keep detached, because you know a watched pot never boils. So yeah, definitely keep yourself distracted. Like, I don't know, whenever I've sent like a risque text or something, it's like, I send a text and then I like throw my phone across the room. Like, I don't need, like, that didn't even happen. And just go off and do something else. Okay. But let's take a look at their feelings and any other information that needs to come through. What do they feel for you? Escape. I left when things got hard. So they may have avoidant tendencies. If things got a bit deep or a bit intense before and they backed off, that's why. Doorway. An opportunity is about to present itself that leads you to a new person. So, but maybe this is the opportunity that comes up for you where you decide, okay, this is the moment to strike. This is the moment to reach out to them. Like you'll be given this gift, okay? Something will tell you like, okay, this is the time. This is the time to message them. And there'll be a reason. So maybe there will be some like legitimate excuse for you to reach out. Because I'm sure some of you are like, oh, what can I do to like reach out and get them to respond, or like to capture their attention? But yeah, there is an opportunity coming, and it may even come through another person in some way. And then we have Destiny. The reunion with your twin flame is a destined event. So you may see this as a twin flame connection, that you both mirror each other, and especially if it's been quite an up and down, bit of a roller coaster type of connection. Okay, but it is destined to happen, although we do have toxicity as well. Toxic relationships can drain your energy and self-worth. Beware. Okay, so obviously this is a how will they respond if I do reach out, but I do feel Spirit is cautioning you a little bit here, especially if you do feel this connection could be somewhat toxic. Just to be careful, because not all relationships are worthwhile exploring. And that's the thing, you have free will. You may not decide it's actually a good thing to reach out to this person. So obviously that is up to you whether you decide to do that. But I would say you're definitely being guided to be careful with this connection. But it could be as well that there's another interfering connection that's been toxic, either in your side or on theirs, which could be causing, I don't know, potential issues in your connection at the moment. But your person definitely does feel like you're coming back together, okay? They don't feel like it's over. It's almost like I'm getting unfinished business here. So let's just get some fishbowl messages as well. We'll look at overall their feelings, their thoughts, anything else about this connection that's important for you to know, or how they'll respond to you when you next reach out. Okay, so let's just get a couple more. Let's see what we've got. 120 days. So very specific time frame. So it may be that this is when you decide to reach out to them, or when you actually meet up. Maybe this is when you have that closeness. I feel like this is something you're both desiring, is to be close to one another, especially if this has been a long distance relationship or you've been apart for a while. Seeing you hurts me. Again, I feel like that's a double meaning. I feel like both of you feel hurt from not being together. And maybe when you look at each other's photos or social media, like it causes that pain because you're apart right now. We've got calm before the storm. So it could be, especially if things are very quiet at the moment, it's not going to be like that for long. And I don't think it will be. Okay. I feel like there's a lot more to come here for this connection. Again, you're being guided to be careful, but I feel like, yeah, there's more to come. I mean, we've even got don't wait. So it's like there's a bit of impatience here. So yeah, listen to your instincts though. Truly listen to your instincts when you feel that internal pull to reach out to this person. Again, if you feel like that's what you need to do, but listen to your instincts. And then we've got money is coming. So a bit of a bonus message there. I think outside of love, this could be a very positive omen of money, extra money, a windfall of money, unexpected cash coming in towards you, group one. So do affirm that in the comments. Okay, I receive that money, or, you know, I'm abundant in money. I am a money magnet. Money is always flowing to me easily and effortlessly. Because, yeah, I just feel like you're in that state of attraction right now. And this is why it feels, especially with that trine energy, that it feels like everything's kind of smoothly moving forwards in your favor. So, yeah, this may be a good time to actually be experimenting when it comes to communication, or when it comes to, you know, taking a leap of faith, taking a risk in things. But anyway, this is what I see for you, group number one. I really do hope that it resonates with you. If it does resonate, please let me know in the comments, like pop a pink emoji in there or anything else you wish to say. I would love to hear your thoughts. And if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, or to check out any of the other services I provide, such as Feng Shui consultations and heart chakra cleansing, the link to my website is below. I do hope you have a lovely rest of your day. Bye for now. Hi, group two. So let's take a look at how your person will respond. Actually, I want to use this stick. Hi, group two. So let's take a look at how your person will respond if you were to reach out to them. Let's see, how would they respond if you were to reach out to them? Oh, okay, so we have believe in the impossible. So you may even be thinking that it's impossible, that either they won't reach out, reply, or that what they say, it may even feel like it's impossible that they said that. We've got confidence is your key to success. So we've got Leo energy, which is funny because we did have that in group one's reading as well. And we had this as well. Funny, if you were drawn to group ones, there may be multiple messages. You may want to watch that one as well. So we've got Capricorn, your hard work is paying off. And then we have Scorpio, work through your fears. Okay. So, how your person will respond if you were to reach out. Now, maybe there's an apology because you were drawn to this forgiveness card in the beginning. So it may be if you apologize to them, it might be that they'll be open to forgiving you. Or maybe you reach out to them and say something else, or explain how they've hurt you in some way, and they may then apologize and then ask for your forgiveness. There is some darkness here with Scorpio. So it kind of feels like though this is coming from you, like it's going to take quite a lot for you to do this. Like it will take a lot of courage for you to reach out to this person. Maybe it's someone that you really care about, or you've got a lot of investment in, or you're worried that they're going to be not receptive. Okay, so you're worried about them rejecting you. But I do feel your hard work is paying off, as it shows here. Like, even though it's going to be scary for you to do, it does feel like it's going to have a positive payoff. Okay, certainly in respect to, I do feel like they will respond, okay, with the confidence. Like, we've got the Leo energy, which is very confident and fiery. And it's like, you know, Leo's just wanting to be out there and have fun. So they may come through in a bit more of a casual way, even though you may reach out to them more seriously. They may not necessarily even appear to take things as seriously. So that's just something to note. Depends what kind of response you want from this person. But yeah, they may even make a bit of a joke, or they might make light of something, or try to keep things kind of, yeah, lighthearted and fun rather than getting in too deep. Whereas it does feel for you, it's like you're coming across more serious and more focused in what you're doing and how you're feeling about them. But yeah, we need some more information here about how they're going to react. Okay, how will this person react when you reach out to them, or if you reach out to them? Because of course you may change your mind, you may decide not to, but if you do decide to reach out to them, how will they react? How will they respond to you? Okay, so we have the Three of Pentacles in reverse. King of Pentacles in reverse. How will they respond? Oh, okay. Ten of Swords. This is definitely heavier than Group 1's reading, I will say. Eight of Wands. How will they respond? Three of Wands. Let's get one more here. Page of Cups. Okay. So, if they respond, I feel like they'll be quite stubborn. Stubborn is the word that just came through to me. Very, very stubborn. So if you're trying, maybe this is the thing, maybe you're trying to get an apology out of them, but you might not. Okay, with this King of Pentacles, I'm definitely getting a very selfish energy and this unwillingness to really cooperate with you. And they may not be that kind either. Okay, so like I said, they might just kind of blow it off and act like it's not that important or it's not a big deal. It could even be a bit gaslighty in that sense, especially if you are opening up, if you're sharing your feelings or how they've hurt you, and they may sort of flip it and say, look, like you're crazy, or like it's all in your head. This isn't for everybody, by the way. For some of you, they could go in a little bit like that and just, again, try to project it onto you. But it depends, obviously, what you say. I do get the sense with this particular group, a lot of people were drawn to it. And so there's going to be a few different things people want to say. Some people are just going to want to reach out to check in, and just to see if we get a response, and some want to like really give it to this person. So obviously it depends on that. So kind of varying degrees of it, but still, it's still going to be the same kind of vibe where they're not going to be very sweet and kind. I do feel like you will get a response, but then they may disappear just as quickly. So they may respond initially and then they'll go cold. And I just see them kind of darting out the door, or if things seem in their mind to get heavy in any way, it's like they don't want to deal with that. It seems like they don't want any kind of responsibility. They just want fun. Okay, and I appreciate that's probably not what you want to hear or how you want them to react, but I'm obviously here to be open and honest with what I see and what I feel. Now, it may just be the wrong time. Okay, it might be that this energy shifts later on, and there may be a more opportune time in which you might get a better response from them. But if you were to reach out in the time frame that you're thinking of, it does feel like you're not going to get a lot, and if anything, you might end up more hurt. Okay, we've got the Ten of Swords, which is, I mean, look at the Ten of Swords in his back. Betrayal. Okay, now this could also be something to do with why you're reaching out to them. There could have been a betrayal going on, yours or their side, and so that might be something you want to discuss with them potentially. But it may be that feeling you get like after you hear back from them, because again, you might be expecting something else, and then this person is just, yeah, they're just not playing ball. They may just give you kind of one word answers, or again, try to play it off as something seemingly more shallow. So yeah, like I said, just be a little careful with this person, group number 2, because yeah, or just I would say be careful of your expectations of this person and to manage them appropriately so you don't get too hurt or disappointed in the process. So I've got a call coming in, 1 second. There we go. That might be a sign as well, though. Again, maybe this is what you feel like doing. You might feel like just calling them out of the blue, or maybe even if you like reach out by text, they might call you back. Okay, but again, it might be this person doesn't like to have like a paper trail, so they may prefer to speak on the phone, so it's not all written down. So I don't know, a bit of an underhanded energy there I'm getting from them. I'm not really liking that, but anyway, it's not my situation, but let's see what else is coming through. I'm just going to look now at these love messages, but also the fishbowl messages, just to get any other clarity about how they feel about you or what's going on in the connection, anything else you need to know, or how they might react. Okay. And then, it's not the right time. I mean, that's pretty much as clear as day, isn't it? It is not the right time. So yeah, if you're thinking that this time frame you're thinking of, yeah, it just doesn't feel like it will go in the way that you want it to. Okay, now we've got June. So maybe this is a time frame you're thinking of reaching out to them within, or maybe this is the last time you spoke or the last time you saw each other. Could be somebody's birthday month as well. I want to fix our connection. I feel like you both want to fix the connection, but the problem is I feel like your person isn't at the moment willing to do what it takes to fix the connection. They could say that to you, or they could feel that within themselves and say, yeah, I would love to fix it with my beautiful group too. But then when it push comes to shove, they're not doing anything. And that's where the real problem lies, it feels. And then we've got festive season. So this may be the time in which you do reunite. That might be the more opportune time for the two of you during the festive season. So obviously sort of Christmas time. Maybe you're watching this around Christmas time. But maybe, yeah, you might be being guided to wait a little bit longer. December, though. Okay, so two specific time frames. We've got June and we've got December, Christmas time. Okay. Let's see anything else that's coming through here. Butterfly, you will meet a new love interest at a party or a night out. Maybe that's how you two met each other. And then when you release resistance. Okay. So I feel like, yeah, you will be able to mend things potentially with this person, but not yet. But it's when you release the resistance to it. It feels like the stakes are too high right now. There's too much intensity. There's too high of an expectation, which will lead to inevitable disappointment. So it feels like, yeah, you're being guided to detach for the moment, to actually distract yourself and think of other things, do other things that are going to be good and beneficial for you. Because, yeah, it just feels like this is like throwing like I don't know, like mud. I don't know why it's a weird vision I've just got, but like throwing a lot of mud down a well. Like, what is even the point? What's the point of that? Literally, what's the point of that vision? It's such a weird vision. But yeah, it's just like it's not sticking. Nothing's sticking to the sides. It just falls right down to the bottom. So that's kind of what it feels like right now. It's like there's too much resistance, so there needs to be less in order for this to actually work out in your favor. So I'm just getting some fishbowl messages now. Again, anything that's coming through overall about your connection, about this particular question, how they react to you, if you do decide to reach out, how they feel, anything. Oh my God, that's tons. Didn't mean to pick that many. I'm not going to delve into these too deeply because I'm trying to keep this particular reading quite short because I don't feel like we need to go into too much depth on this question. So we've got lawyer. So again, some of these are just going to resonate. Potentially could be somebody's job, could be something someone is interested in, could be interested in law, it could represent the sign of Libra. We've got moving slowly. So yeah, I mean, that makes sense. This is definitely moving slowly. Fashion industry. People, one of you or both of you could work in fashion or just naturally be very fashionable. We've got honeymoon. Don't keep me in the dark. I think that's coming from you. Use your hands. Someone could have very talented hands, shall we say. I want to reach out. So yeah, I actually think this is coming from both of you. I do feel your person does want to reach out to you as well. But again, they just seem like they just got nothing to give. And maybe that's why they're not reaching out, because they realize they've got nothing solid, nothing to really offer you at this moment. But it doesn't stop the desire to want to reach out. We've got signing a lease. So maybe that's something that they're focused on at the moment. They might be buying or purchasing a new home or a new car or something where there's, contracts. It makes sense with lawyer, actually. We've got social media influencer. So it could even be like a brand deal, especially if your person is well known. We've got long lasting, behind the scenes, and gifts to show I care. I quite like these, actually. And the long lasting, because obviously it's taking a while for this to come to fruition for you, but it feels like it's one of those situations where it could be like worth the wait for the both of you. So we'll obviously have to see how it plays out. But I mean, we've got behind the scenes here. So yeah, it may be that there's so much going on behind the scenes that you don't see with this person, so much that they've got to contend with right now. But I feel like when they're ready, they're going to show you with gifts, okay? I feel like the gifts to show I care is their love language. So they may struggle to express themselves verbally to you or emotionally, but they'll come to you with a gift. Maybe even an apology is in the form of a gift. They're like, I don't know how to explain myself, but here, take this. And that will be the way that they show you that they care. Now, it may not align with your own personal love languages, but just know, when your person does gift you things, like that's their love language. That's them trying their best to show you they care in the best way they know how. But anyway, this is what I see for you, group number 2. I really do hope that it does resonate with you. If it does, or you enjoyed the reading, please comment a green emoji or anything else you wish to share. I'd love to hear your thoughts. And if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, either an email reading, a video reading, but I even do 24-hour emergency readings by email. So many different ones to choose from. I also do feng shui home consultations through video link and heart chakra clearing. I got loads going on. So if you'd like more information about any of those, you can always send me an email. All the information is on my website and I'll be happy to assist. I do hope you have a lovely rest of your day. Bye for now. Hi, group 3. So let's take a look at how your person will react or respond if you were to reach out to them or reach out to them first. So let's take a look. How will your person react or respond if you were to reach out to them first? Okay, so we've got Pisces, balance, spirituality and practicality. Taurus, your dreams need a practical plan. Aries, it's time to take action. You're very close to achieving your goal. Ooh, okay. So group number 3. How would they respond? I feel like it will be, firstly, quite impulsive on your side to reach out to them. I don't feel like this is like a calculated message, something you've composed in the Notes app, or even if you have composed messages in the Notes app, I feel like you'll go completely off grid and something will just pull or urge you to reach out to this person if or when you decide to. This could even be through social media, like a story. So you may not be intending to reach out to them and they might post something and then you feel this urge to respond to it. Okay. Now, obviously, then this is how they'll respond to you responding to them, I appreciate. But still, I just feel like, again, it's this impulsive energy within you, this spark, this surge of adrenaline almost, where it's like, I've got to reach out to them, I've got to do it now. So it may even be something that you see. Okay, you might see something, someone else might tell you something about them, or you might find out information, or again, you see something that they're doing or saying, and you feel like you just have to reach out. And it feels like it's getting close. Like maybe you can feel this internally. You're just feeling like it's getting closer and closer. And I feel like I'm going to reach out to them any day now. But before I do, how are they going to respond? So how they'll respond, it's interesting because of the Pisces energy. It's very flip-floppy. It's very wish-washy. It can sometimes be a bit confusing as well. So I get the sense that they're not going to be overly direct with you. So you may feel a touch confused after you've reached out. Or you may feel like they're playing coy with you or playing hard to get, or that you're not getting the full truth from them in some way. Now, maybe this is in connection to money or health, okay, especially with Taurus there being being a very practical earth sign. So it could have a connection to earthly matters. That could be the reason why you reach out, or the way in which they might respond to you. They could be, I don't know, it's interesting because the mix of Taurus and Pisces, they're quite opposite signs really, because Taurus is fixed and it's earth and it's fixed and focused and stubborn, knows what it wants, goes after it. But just as well can also sit like a rock and be very lazy if it wants to be. But then Pisces energy is wishy-washy, it's flexible, it's changeable water, it's emotional and a little confusing at times, but also creative. So the blend of those two energies are quite intense, aren't they? So I think we need more information. Let me just have a sip of my drink. We definitely need to get some more information because, again, it might be because a lot of people felt drawn to this particular group. So that could be in part why there's this kind of mix of energies. So obviously everyone's going to get a kind of similar energy back, but obviously it's going to be very unique individual replies because obviously we're all individual people, individual experiences. But let's see. Obviously collectively, for you, group 3, how will they respond to you reaching out to them next? How will they respond to you reaching out to them next? Okay, so we've got the Chariots, Cancer energy. We've got Temperance, Sagittarius. How will they respond? The World. So far, we've got all major arcanas here. So some karmic activity seems to be afoot here. 10 of Wands. How will they respond? How will they respond to you reaching out to them? How will they respond to you reaching out to them? 3 of Swords in reverse. Queen of Cups. The Emperor. 4 of Cups. Page of Swords. Okay. How will they respond? Yeah, I'm getting, I can't remember which group it was, but I got the same visual of like sending a risque text and then like throwing your phone across the room. That's what I'm seeing here. So you might like respond or reach out to them, and then it's like, oh my God, I can't look. I can't believe I just said that. Like, you're definitely going to almost shock yourself a little bit. But I do feel you will feel much more weightless after you've expressed yourself, okay? Because you feel like this is unfinished business, okay? This is an unfinished cycle. You just want to see, like, is there going to be any more? Is anything else going to materialize between the two of you? Is there more to come? Like, because I feel like for you, it's kind of make or break. And you're at this point of feeling, you know what, if we're meant to be, like, I want to move forwards with this in some way. If we're not, then I just want to let this go. So I'm going to reach out and just try. If I don't get anything back, then I know where I stand. Oh, so yeah, just know that you will definitely feel a lot lighter for doing it, one way or the other. Now, in relation to how they'll respond, again, I do feel that there will be a level of healing, okay, with the Three of Swords in reverse. So if there has been any kind of like third party energy situation, or yeah, any kind of heartbreak, loss, pain, I do feel something connecting to that is going to be released in their response. So this could come in the form of an apology. It could just be them responding to you might heal something within you, especially if you felt like you were never going to speak again, or you may have thought that they were done with you or ignoring you, or like they didn't want to ever speak again. So just getting like a response from them might just be enough. Like, it kind of tips you over in that sense of, you know what, we're fine, we're good. Because this is how you're coming through as this Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Cups. Maybe for some of you are Earth sign dominant, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, but we've got Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio here as well. But yeah, I feel like this is you embodying the Queen of Cups. Whether you're male or female, doesn't matter, okay? I feel like you're coming at this with love, and I feel like you're going to receive that love in return. Not fully, I don't feel, from this person, but I feel like you're going to get enough. But this will also be a test for you in relation to control, because obviously you can't control how they react to you. So I feel like this definitely is something you're learning through this experience, through reaching out to them, through receiving their response. I feel like it's definitely helping you to evolve. And it may be hard to see it at first, but I do feel when you reflect later on, you'll be able to see how much you've grown through it. And sometimes as well, it's about, because like, if you're so concerned with how somebody might react to you, but if that's causing you such a great deal of anxiety, like waiting, what's worse? Like waiting for someone to text for weeks on end and feeling totally anxious about it, or reaching out and getting your answer? Because no answer is an answer, isn't it? It's like if someone hasn't responded within 24 to 48 hours, whatever window you want to give it, at least you'll know where you are and you can move on. But when you're sort of waiting for weeks and weeks and weeks for something and just hoping, like, that is a worse place to be in overall. So it's like, kind of pick your hard, choose your hard, which direction do you really want to go in? But this is something I definitely feel you're going to learn through this experience. You're going to grow through it. Now, when it comes to, how they'll respond, I do feel that they will reply. Okay, the Chariot is about movement and coming forwards. So I do feel like they will move towards you, but they may very quickly move back. I'm seeing a lot of this back and forth, hot and cold energy from them. And they may even appear to be a little bit apathetic as well. Like, I'm not seeing like a huge amount of kind of interest, excitement, or like, it just kind of feels like they might reply, but they may not ask you any like follow-up questions, or like they could just even like double tap and like the message. Okay, which I know, but it's not probably what you want to hear. But I'm just not seeing them being overly talkative. I feel like in that moment you reach out, they might be a bit distracted as well. But like I said, I don't feel like they're going to ignore it entirely. Like I said, they'll acknowledge the message, but I just want to get a couple more cards just to see if there's anything else that comes through. Because so far in these cards, it just feels like they're not giving back that much. So let me just see. How will they respond if you reach out to them next? How will they respond if you reach out? 8 of Cups in reverse. Okay, it's a bit deeper, a little bit deeper. King of Wands. Okay. So like I said, I do feel you'll get something, but I really don't think it's going to be a lot. King of Wands in reverse as well is very passive, maybe even bordering on arrogant. Okay, they could be very, very, again, in their stubborn energy, especially if you annoyed them in any way, upset them, they may still be holding on to that. They could be holding a grudge here. They may be holding a grudge and you don't even realize it. So just be on guard about that. But the Eight of Cups, you will pull on an emotional muscle, okay? They will feel emotional about you reaching out to them. So it's not that they don't feel anything, but I just don't think they're going to show it to you. So just something to be aware of. Like the Eight of Cups being here shows that emotionally they haven't let go of the connection, and they will definitely feel that when you reach out. But I know it's going to be hard because you want to get that outward acknowledgement from them. And I just don't think that they're going to give that to you, I'm sorry to say. But I'm just going to see if I can get any more information just when it comes to their feelings, how they'll react. And I will get the fishbowl messages as well for you. Okay, so we've got dishonesty. By lying, I ripped us apart. So that might be something they are thinking about. Maybe when you reach out. We've got March. March is Pisces energy again. So again, strong Pisces connections here. Could be a month you met. Could be somebody's birth month. Third party. There were other things that got in the way of us being together. I mean, we did have that Three of Swords there, which can denote third party situations. So there could have been some interference on your side or theirs. So that could be either what this message is connected to or something that they might think about when they're replying to you. We've got, it's not too late. Oh, so that could be something that you've been thinking, like, is it too late to reach out to this person? And no, I don't think it's too late to reach out to this person. But again, I don't think it would matter the timing with them. I think they're, in terms of how they'll react, yes, sometimes you might catch them in a better mood. Sometimes they'll be in a more chatty mood, etc. But overall, they're quite set in who they are. They're quite set in their ways. I don't see them being like changing too much in that respect. But yeah, if you've been wondering, is it too late to reach out? No, I don't think it's too late to actually reach out. But they're, oh my God, stop. Time. I'm afraid it's too late to take action. What's going on? Yeah, I feel like this must be, it could be coming from both of you, to be fair. You could be saying this, like, it's too late now for me to reach out. What am I going to say? Like, how will I even react? And they could be thinking the same thing. Like, it's too late. Like, too much water's gone under the bridge. What is there left to say? But this is why it makes sense that it will be something impulsive, because maybe obviously you're watching this video out of curiosity just to see how it would go, but you might not have any serious intentions of actually doing it. You just kind of want to like test the waters, see like how they would react. But it might be, like I said, there's something that just urges you in a spontaneous moment to reach out to them, even though it might feel like it's too late. But in actuality, it isn't. But let's get some fishbowl messages as well. Anything else that's coming through about your connection or how they feel or how they'll react. Let's see. That is a lot. So I'm not going to dive deep into each one, but we'll just have a look. So we've got worry and doubt. So it could be your person does feel worried and doubtful when you reach out. They're not quite sure how to respond to you. You could also be feeling that apprehension when it comes to reaching out to them. We've got hiding. Childcare. Someone could obviously have children. You could feel like they are hiding away in some form. We've got slow down. Oh, slow down. So that might just be a piece of advice to just take things very slowly when it comes to this connection, and maybe to like, yeah, take your time. Even if you do feel the urge to reach out, maybe, I don't know, you could sit on it for like 10 minutes, an hour, or just like a deep breathe into it. Like, don't react too quickly. Something about that's coming through. We've got you are healing, and we had that right here in the center. There's a lot about healing coming through. So like I said, regardless of the outcome of this connection, you are definitely healing through it. You are becoming a more evolved version of yourself. We've got hair. So someone could have very prominent hair, either yours or theirs, or someone could work with hair. We've got tarot reader as well. So someone could be a tarot reader or could consult tarot readings. We've got no contact, which I think makes obvious sense. Yes, you're currently in no contact. We've got soulmate. Okay, so you could, or your person could term this as a soulmate connection. Beautiful. We've got magnetic attraction. So yeah, there certainly is a magnetic attraction between the two of you. And I think that I'm seeing something about eye contact here. So maybe that's how, like, when you first met, there could have been some serious eye contact. Sorry, it's dropping one. Yeah, you might have had, like, really felt like that energy, that electricity between you. And that just drew you together more and more closely. So, yeah, and you just feel, even when you're trying to separate, even when you're trying to focus on other things, it's like you find yourselves thinking of each other. Powerful. We've got provide. So, oh, I just dropped it. I keep dropping them. Provide. So it could be that your person is a provider or wants to be a provider person. Maybe that's what they also don't feel like they have enough of yet, or they're not able to provide something solid at the moment. Oh, we've got infidelity and then speak your truth. So yeah, there could have been some infidelity in this relationship. Maybe this is something that they're worried about as well, especially if they are dating other people, that they don't want to entertain multiple people at the same time. And then, yeah, speak your truth. So, I feel like that's a message for you. I really do. I feel like regardless, you're going to feel lighter. And I think, again, it's when you manage your expectations, when you don't say, you know what, this is how this person should respond. This is how they should react to what I'm going to say. I feel like when you just put it out there and say, you know what, it doesn't actually matter how they react. I know that I've said my piece. I know that I've spoken my truth. I've got that weight off of my chest now. I can now move forwards because however they respond will tell me everything. And because it really does. If there's been a bit of a drift between two people, that first message, like that first spark of conversation again, will say so much. If the person really wants it, they'll continue up that conversation. They will ask follow-up questions. They will be involved. They'll respond more quickly. Whereas if they are on the fence, they are unsure, they're not in the right place, that's when you'll get the mixed messages. And usually mixed messages is a no. That's how I try to see it these days as much as possible. Even my friends, my dear friends help remind me of this sometimes though, because yeah, when I'm sure about something, and maybe I've got Mercury Libra, so I can be quite indecisive sometimes. But yeah, I know when I'm like, yes, I feel so strongly about it, I'm usually right. And the same, when I'm on the fence and I'm unsure, it's usually a no. So I feel like it's that energy here as well. Like you will see so much, like you will gain a lot of clarity from just the act of reaching out to them. And then obviously if they don't respond, that is your answer. Anyway, so this is what I see for you, group number 3. I really do hope that it resonates with you. If it does, please comment a yellow emoji or anything else you wish to share. I'd love to hear your thoughts. And if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, either an email reading, a video reading, or I now even do 24-hour emergency readings. So feel free to book any of those. Also check out my other services such as Feng Shui consultation, heart chakra cleansing. You know, it's all about stacking the odds in your favor. And I have to say, Feng Shui has been one of the most useful things for me in my tools of manifestation. So if you're interested to get to know more, you can either send me an email, we can chat about it, or just read the description on my website for each service and it will explain it in detail. Okay, I do hope you have a lovely rest of your day. Bye for now.